Good day, everybody. My name is Hugh Johnson. Welcome to my channel where we transform insights into impact. I help mid-career professionals and leaders unlock their personal brand so that they can stand out as trusted experts and leaders in their industry. And today I want to discuss a topic which has been on my mind for the entire week. Now, it's about skill versus degree. And I want to debunk 3 of the biggest lies that we tell ourselves in our careers. We all do it. We tell ourselves these little lies when it comes to our careers, and it is these lies that keep us stuck, keep us completely dissatisfied in our job roles, and even more importantly, keep us from achieving our full potential. Now, it came from a post I saw on social media where a young man was lamenting the struggle he's facing on the job market. Now, he was recounting the sting of rejection. He resented the lack of responses from employers. But one of the things that struck me was when he said, employers are not interested in qualifications. They're interested in skill, and he was quite disappointed. And I kept shouting at the screen. I said, as they should. They should be interested in skill. Which brings me to lie number 1. A college degree is a guarantee of success. Now, I've been a college professor for the last 16 years, 14 years so far in the United States, and prior to this, 2 years teaching in Australia. So hear me when I tell you this. We have been conditioned to believe that a college degree is a golden ticket to success. But the truth is, it's just a piece of paper. It doesn't tell the full story of your capabilities. Now, many of my students graduate, and I would say the vast majority cannot tell you confidently 2 of their skills. I'm not even kidding you. I wish I were, but I'm not. Employers want to know what skill you have developed throughout your period of study, because they want to use those skills. That's why they're hiring you. They need you to solve problems. So can you solve problems? Can you think analytically? Can you think critically? Can you communicate effectively? Those are the things that matter. Can you demonstrate that you can draw on this particular skill that you have to solve this problem, and demonstrate to them that you've done it before at some other place and you're prepared and willing and able to do it for this particular job that you're applying for? They're not employing you for your credential. They are employing you to help to contribute to the mission of the organization. So they want skill. So please stop allowing your degree to do the talking for you. What you should do instead is to assess what skill you actually have. Clarify each of those skills in a very specific way. Know each of the skill that you have and be able to articulate those skills and to show what problem that they can solve and for whom, and the result that can be achieved or what you have achieved. Allow employers to see the unique value that you bring to the table. You are not defined by your degree, but you could be defined by what you can deliver, the value that you bring to the table. Lie number 2. the market changes fast and you can't keep up, simply can't keep up. Now, the young man in that video, that is exactly what he said. For him, this was the harshest reality, that skills that were in demand just a few years ago have now become obsolete, so he can't keep up. But here's the good news. You don't have to be left behind. What you do is to embrace continuous learning. Forget about passion for a minute. Stay curious. Keep abreast of developments in your field. What are the new technologies? What are the new approaches? What are the new models of solving problems, of doing things? What is the new thinking? If you can embrace that mindset of continuous learning, guess what? You become adaptable and future-proof, meaning that no matter what happens in the future, that you're ready for it because you're adaptable. You're willing to change wherever the tide is because you've always been reskilling. You've always been upskilling. You've always been willing to continue to be a lifelong learner, being curious about the developments in your own niche and in your own industry. That is when the opportunities start chasing you down, because no matter what happens, you're ready. And employers like people like this who are flexible and willing to adapt and willing to always learn, so that they will always be in demand, or their skill set will always be in demand. Line number 3, and this one is for my mid-career professionals. I want this promotion. My credentials are enough, or I need to get another credential. I need to change jobs. I need to move out of my industry. I need another credential, or my credentials are enough. And take it from me, I have a degree, I have a master's, and I have a PhD. It didn't by itself brought me forward in my career. So don't run to do an MBA or a PhD or a master's. Here's what you should do first. I'm going to break it to you. It's a skill-based economy. And I'm looking at the report here. Experts predict that by 2027, we will be living in a fully skill-based economy. So your ability to learn, to adapt, and to deliver results will be far more important than your degree. It is very interesting too, because this is what I teach my students and my clients. Stop hiding behind your qualifications. Your degree doesn't define you. It will be your skills that define you. So here's what you do. You need to define in very specific terms what those skills are. Assess what the gaps are. What skills gap do you have? Then you actively seek to develop those skills. And don't do another credential or qualification until you recognize what is the gap in skill and capability that you need, and then you fill that. Otherwise, you'll be wasting money and wasting resources doing another credential and don't know what to do with it. The other point I wanted to make, which I see in this article, is focus on the skills that truly matter and be able to not just define and assess your skill, but to be able to convey your value in an effective way. And a lot of people are skilled. And when I talk about skills, I am talking about your human skill as well. These are the personality traits that you have that serve you as a strength. I mean, since the pandemic, we've suddenly realized that human skills are critical. But in industry, we've always wanted people to be good team players. We've always wanted people who are empathetic. We've always wanted people who can work harmoniously with their colleagues to get the mission accomplished. But those skills were not recognized. So people tell you say to people, tell me about yourself, and they start telling you what they do, not who they are. But thankfully, if we can thank the pandemic for anything, is the recognition that a characteristic such as empathy is essential for success in the workplace. So don't be afraid to articulate those aspects of yourself as skills when you go to a job interview and when you're seeking to level up in your career. And then obviously you're also focusing on your cognitive skills as well, your capabilities and what problems those capabilities can solve, and also the unique selling point that you have. People love to start with their experience, but remember that it's a skill-based economy. Think about skill, and then you can bolster that by showing the experience that you've had, the experiences that you've had, where you have been able to demonstrate those skills and what the result have been. I'll just conclude by reminding you that the lies that we tell ourselves in our careers can hold us back and prevent us from achieving our full potential. It is time to break free from that outdated notion that a college degree is the ultimate measure of success. I would say that instead, embrace the skills-based economy, which cannot be escaped. It's coming to us as early as 2027. Cultivate lifelong learning and ensure that you are conveying and articulating the unique value that you bring to the table in your industry. The future of work is already here, and it's all about skills. Are you ready to embrace it? And that's where I'll end it for today. If you found this video helpful, don't be shy. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more career advice and insights. Until next time, remember, assess your skills, clarify them, define them, and let them shine. They are your superpower. So remember that you must unleash them in order to see real movement in your career. Until next time, I'm 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐿. Thank you for watching.